just wanted to make a somewhat short or long video. I don't know. It's just a small rant about how my thoughts are about of 5.0. What am I talking about? 6.0, 6.0, yeah, 5.0. So I just wanted to yap about it. I have finished a majority of Natlan. Well, like, terms of story-wise, I would say, for our conquest. I've done all, a majority of the main world quests, and I still have in the last two Archon quests, I still have to complete. But, I'm gonna finish them at some time. And I just wanted to talk about my thoughts about Natlan and the game's direction. To start it off, Natlan's good. Yeah, it's good. Is it my favorite region? No, but it's good. That it's a good region. I enjoyed the new exploration that they added. What else? A lot of the characters' kits are really fun. There are some problems I obviously have with the game, but for the most part, kind of chill on that. You know? For our conquest, I'll first talk about my thoughts on the story. I'll save characters for last, because I think that's gonna be the longest I'm gonna talk about it. The quest was good. I liked the Archon quest. Did I dislike some things? Obviously. But for the majority, it was a really good Archon quest, I would say. It was a really good Archon quest. I liked how they tackled how a nation of war is. Instead of, like, because they don't, none of the characters obviously want to be considered as a nation of war. And I think that was a fun way of tackling it. What else? The world quests are amazing. I will say this from all my heart. The world quests are amazing. They are so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew they were gonna be cooking with Natlan world quests. Because the very last Fontaine world quest was the one here. With the underwater area. And that shit was amazing. So I knew, okay, they're gonna be cooking for world quest in Natlan, and they indeed sure did. I loved it. I named my little dinosaur guy Brownie, and I miss him. And I miss him so much. I want him back. I want him back, please, Genshin. Give me back the child. What else? I think the character writing for the characters, since the character writing pertains to the story, obviously. We'll talk about that now. Really well, to be honest. I didn't like some characters' character writing, but that's like something I have with all the nations. There's at least one character I think, they're right. You know? But I think a lot of the characterization was super good. And this nation has, like, really good chemistry with, like, banter back and forth. Like, it was a joy whenever Milani was on screen. It was so fun. Because she bounces off of, like, a lot of characters, you know? And Aoife was a great late addition. Who else was, like, late addition? Aoife and Marissa were, like, good late additions. I think their characterizations were good. I think everyone else was great. The weakest, I would say, for characterization... who's the weakest? Hard. that came from Natlan. I'm talking about Natlan characters. I'm not gonna talk about characters outside of Natlan for the obvious reasons until we get to like Inefa and whatnot. It might be, for me, out of the two characters I didn't really get much from their story was Mavwika and Kachina, I would say. I still like Mavwika plenty, just I think she's the weakest out of the whole group. Which is a shame because she is the Archon.
You
know?
Punishment. Now's our chance. Thus saith the Animal Archon. Let's stir things up.
Exploration. We can get to exploration now. Exploration was good. Was a bit not confusing. How do I explain it? It was very interesting on how, like, Kasarians are kind of like the first thing that we can like take over and control for a character, you know? So that was fun. I think they did a good job on the Saurarians, though sometimes they did feel really clunky at times, which is a slight problem for some things in Natlan. But for the most part, most of the Saurarians were good additions for exploration. What else for Natlan? I should have made a script. This would have been way better if I made a script. Because I'm just be rambling for most of the part. I guess we can get to the characters now, because like that is like some of my biggest gripes. Natlan's biggest flaw is the character designs. I do like how some of the characters look and whatnot for Natlan characters. I think outside of Natlan, everyone else looks great. But Natlan will always have the problem, regardless on how good I think they did with the storytelling. It does deserve the criticism of the colorism that the characters have. So, which is unfortunate, because I really do love the characters, but that is the main reason why I haven't pulled for any of the characters, 5-star characters in Natlan, because I don't want to support that. Really, and it's a shame. It's a shame, because the characters are really cool. My favorite character is Chaska. I think she's, like, the best written character out of everyone. And it's a shame, because, like, it would have been cooler if they didn't, like, subject all the darker-skinned characters to 4 stars. You know? And it sucks, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is a Chinese gacha game. They have different standards than they do than most Western areas, which sucks. I would have liked to see a person of darker complexion as a 5-star. The closest we've gotten is like Milani or Deha. Milani's great though. She is a good character. She doesn't have a really bad kid. Just nice.
Let's stir things up. You can't run.
Also, I think it's gonna take a while for people to get used to. It's like the way the characters are designed is the same way Inazuma brought in like a new art style change. Like the models are super good now, you know? So there's that, but people are just gonna need to try to adjust to like the art style in general has changed, like it did in Inazuma, which I think it's good for the game to expand and get better, but it's hard to get used to it, you know? And like my real criticism for Natlan is just the colorism. I think the nation was good on all the other fronts. There are like the main selling point of each nation are the characters, whether you like that or not. And Natlan was greatly disliked because the characters did not represent the people that they were trying that the nation was based off of. So regardless of however you feel about Natlan, that is one of the weakest parts of it are the characters. As much because the characters are the most important parts of each nation. I think the character writing is very good and strong, but design is one of the main elements in a gacha game. And if they don't hit that mark, it's not going to be heavily liked, you know? And that's a shame. And it's a shame, really. I think Node Cry will be great and whatnot, but for me, as someone who is of darker complexion, I would have liked to been more represented more with Natlan. Because Natlan was the nation I was waiting for to get that representation after Sumeru didn't really deliver on that. You know? And that's like... And I really love this game. I really do love this game. But it's one of the things I dislike most. I hope I didn't... Unfortunately for me, I believe Natlan will be one of the last regions where we get representation for darker, complex characters. Because from what the Node Karai trailer showed us, there weren't any. I think all the Node Karai designs were really good, though. But I would have liked if they'd done something like that, you know? I do enjoy. Okay.
You can't
Putting up words, it's hard. Oh my god. But
your grand finale punishment. Leave the wounded to me.
overall, I would give Natlan
Let's stir things up.
like I like that's a good 7 out of 10 for my nation scale. It would be overall for my ranking of the nations. It'd be second to last. I think the best part of Natlan was the story. The world quests were really, really good. Yeah, the world quests were really, really good. And I'll put Natlan above Inazuma in my ranking for nations because Inazuma is where I had like mainly more of the gripes of storytelling.
Engaging.
And that won't change. But like Inazuma, it has really good road quests. That's neat.
Lights out. You can't run. Now's your chance.
Natlan's a good nation. The biggest problem being the colorism. And that's kind of it. There's some other elements a lot of people don't like and whatnot. Also, I will say, this has probably been the nation with the biggest male to female ratio for, like, imbalance for 5-star characters. Because we've got male characters, but other Kanage, they were all female. Or, yeah, other than Kanich being our only 5-star male character is, like, insane for this nation. And I hope, as a girl, I like both men and women, but I would like, you know, more 5-star men, because Kanich isn't really my cup of tea. I want to pull for Chaska, but I also don't want to pull for Chaska. It's a 50-50. But yeah, I will say, after how good Lads has been doing, I do think they will add more male characters in the 5-star roster more. There's going to be a lot for Node Karai, which is nice. So, that's nice. That's good. But I really hope they try to get back to like a 2 to 3 balance again for males and females instead of like a 1 to 3 ratios.
Observe.
Because
Leave the
I like pulling for both the guys and girls. So give me more 5-star guys. Yeah. So I think Genshin's in a good place right now. I'm glad they're adding Node Karai for filler. Not filler, but like an in-between. Because I was so right, because I made a prediction way back. It's like, we're not going straight into Snezhnaya. No way are we going straight into Snezhnaya. There is so much stuff that has not been explained or whatnot that we cannot go straight into Snezhnaya. And I was so right on that. I was so right on that. I just want more Mondstadt content, please. That's my favorite nation. We got one Archon quest in like 2 years. I was so happy. That was amazing. Yeah, the Archon quests are good. The world quests are good. Just wish the designs were more, just a bit more, you know? But yeah, I don't think Natlan's terrible. I think whoever says that is kind of just hasn't played the nation yet, simply, if you think it's that bad. Because a lot of people just want to dogpile Natlan because a lot of people dislike it because of, you know, the colorism, which is super valid to dislike the nation for. But, you know, that's like the only part of Natlan where it's bad, is like the character designs. Everything else is great. Also, I like that they introduced in this nation, they're getting a lot more, like, they're giving out a lot more primogems they did in past regions. Like, with the, it's gone now. Oh, it's right here. For another 60 days? Okay, but, yeah. I didn't finish that quest. But yeah, so they've also been giving out a lot more primogems, new endgame content. Even though I have some gripes with Stygian Onslaught, new endgame content. And they've just been like, they've been adding so many quality of life changes. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for the quality of life changes that they've added. I want the game to improve. I'm so glad Genshin. I want the game to improve, and I'm glad Genshin has more competition with like Wuwa and whatnot. And I hope they tap into the market of catering to more female players for male characters. That's it. Genshin's not the most perfect game. I know that. But I think it's a really good one. So that's kind of all I had to say. Just to sum it up, Natlan's good. If you skip to the end, Natlan's good. Is it the best nation? No, but it's a really good one. It's not the worst one. That goes to Inazuma. I'm sorry, Inazuma fans. I just did not like that Archon quest that much. So, yeah.
Let's stir things up.
That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and bye-bye.